Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Salcido. Welcome to my week 2 multimedia discussion for MPA 593 interviews. For the position that I do wish to apply in the future, it's a program specialist. In this position, it is within the County of Riverside Department of Public Social Services, and this position just primarily focuses on policy analysis, interpretation, and how to present this to the county countywide, as you would have other workers like eligibility technicians referring to you on interpretation of policy and how to handle certain scenarios for different cases. For this position, majority of the interviews would be conducted through a panelist, so you would have typically 2 to 3 people interviewing you at once. And before COVID, it would be done in person. But because of COVID that is going on right now, a majority of the interviews are actually being conducted through Zoom. This experience, I do believe, does have an impact, especially because you're not getting that full interpersonal communication with the people who are interviewing you. I've had done both interviews. I've done an interview in person and through Skype, same format through the panelist type. And I do see a difference, so hopefully after COVID's over, we could go back to doing the in-person interviews. For the interview questions, some of the typical questions I'll be asked is education, experience with the program and organization, your type of leadership skills, and how do you handle analysis of policy. Typically for the responses, they're looking for you to have outstanding responses that shows that you are engaged with the organization itself. You have a well-rounded understanding of the different programs like CalFresh, Medi-Cal, or CalWorks, or General Assistance. And then for your leadership skills, they want to see how you're able to transform all this new information that you have and communicate it to the people that you're actually serving. So for an example, if you're a supervisor, how can you give an example to when there's new information that's needed? How can you pass this on? Is your communication effective? Is everyone understanding? When people have questions, how are you able to handle those responses? And then finally, for like the analysis of policy, this is a very one of the biggest important things. They want to see how you have an understanding, because as a program specialist, you have to be able to interpret and understand policy. They want to see how you're able to how to use the new information that's given to you, and how are you able to distribute that information. For existing policies, how are you able to interpret that, especially if people have questions and you have to clarify the questions of the policy. How are you able to explain that properly so people can actually understand what's going on? And these questions are very similar to the interview questions that were provided to us. They kind of go over like the education, how you are with the organization itself, your type of experience with the program, and then your leadership skills. You want to just make sure that you're just a very well-rounded person in order to just provide and be very helpful, especially because you're going to become a program specialist. You have to be very specialized in this type of work and field. And that was the end of the presentation. Thank you guys very much for listening. I hope you guys have a great week.